Hey everyone, Internet and viewers watching this, I am Ardi and welcome to Weekly Gaming Traffic, where I briefly show and tell about most interesting and check-worthy games released in the first week of December.
Ho! Step right up, people with empty wallets. Free stuff here.
Hunger Dungeon is a pixel art styled free-to-play MOBA. Up to 6 players in online matches, over 30 upgradable spells and 40 plus items to equip and 40 plus stages to explore and fight on. If it happens that you really like this game, you can upgrade your account to the premium one. Note that free-to-play and premium players fight together. There's no split for better and worse like the old days. Drop Alive is an adventure platformer in which we control a drop of water. Just like any other drops of water, we can alternate between 3 different states: liquid, solid, and gas. Why that? Because no journey is always safe and sound, and we are not from those drops of water who give up. We overcome obstacles. The game is not action-centered though, keep that in mind. When I see how much they charge for some visual novels. But Palinurus is for free. I'm not into visual novels, so I was wondering where it would be good for me to play it. And I got it. In a plane or train. I just said that to say something as the game shows on the screen. Sorry. This game is called Ley Lines. And students at Florida Interactive Entertainment Academy thank us so much for taking the time to look at this game. I will take a step further and talk about some features too. Ley Line is an adventurous, puzzle-solving, platform-ish action game. It reminds Trine with all the things we can do with our bow. Like creating walls and platforms, we can also slow the time down, teleport, levitate, and finally we can shoot with arrows. Or we cannot. I hope we can. No more freebies. Time for well-paid action in games. I must warn you, Beastiarium is one of those games driven by curiosity. Yes, it's an exploration, spooky adventure from the first-person view. There's some story, weird world on the edge of dreams and madness, but what keeps us going is mentioned curiosity. And then, at the end of the game, we might find out that it was waste of time, or quite opposite. You don't have enough of spooky first-person adventures, huh? So here you go. Root of Evil is toned down, but it's one of those first-person puzzle horrific adventures where we get so tensed that even closing doors can scare us. We play as a hired telepath, investing a case that has been closed 20 years ago. At least we have a good reason to enter haunted house, not like, oh, haunted house, oops, I'm inside, let's explore. Whiplash! I need to stop referring to things. Whiplash is a ragdoll simulation and that's it. We just walk around falling into different things and watch as our crash test dummy is breaking its legs and arms. Don't get me wrong, I like the ragdoll system and I enjoy watching it in action. I just need a purpose, a context, like an enemy to push down the stairs. But that's me, and it can be lots of fun for the rest of the world. Huzzah! This is the kind of game I like to inform about. Deios II DEIDIA at first looks like pixel art platformer. But we find that it's not after first glitch. The game has lots of glitches. Actually, we can glitch the game anytime. But in this case, it's not a bad thing. It's the nature of the game. Deios II is sold digitally or as USB edition with some cool bonuses like awesome soundtrack. It costs not so more than this 3 hours British game I will talk about later. Check Deios II DEIDIA out. What is this? This is Nitroplus Blasterz fighting game. It's anime themed, if I can call it like this. There's not much to say except that there's lots of talking before every fight, just like in every anime. The gameplay feels like early Street Fighters. Other than that, it looks good, and as always, asking price is too much. Fracture the Flag is fast-paced RTS with quite original visuals and dynamic gameplay. It's great in multiplayer. I would say it's meant for PvP. The gameplay looks like this. We start from gathering resources and planting flags to, let's say, expand our territory. Meanwhile, we upgrade buildings and build cannon fodder for defenses. We build more buildings, bigger army, we upgrade the shit out of everything, and we attack. Maybe the game left early access stage too early. But it's in constant development and the price is not hurting. I know, and I was confused too when I saw this game being released in December. But seriously, who cares? Don't tell me you never played winter games in summer. You know what I mean. Anyway, Halloween Mysteries is a top-down magic shooter with RPG elements. The visuals and music are truly awesome. Lots of spells, quite a lot of unique enemies to shoot, all wrapped in a multi-solution story. So what do we have here? 2D side-scroll brawler, ported right from Japan, just like this fighting game of which I forgot the title already. Japanese productions always ask too much of our money. My theory says that it's because they charge for the art style and dramatic story, but what about the gameplay, fellas? But what do I know? Earth's Down is out and it's 2D side-scroll brawler. Check it out if you like. It is not the last action game today, but the last in this section. The game is made by a dad and his 11-year-old son. Apparently the little one was helping designing bosses and enemies. How cool is that? Okay, so the game is called Best Buds vs Bad Guys. And it's an arcade kill 'em all, run and gun with little bit of platformer. The game offers 11 pixelated multi-layered worlds, over 100 mentioned enemies, lots of powerful guns and gadgets like TNT, tanks, banana napalm, skateboard, donuts of death, giant buds, mini buds, and everything go boom and everything explodes and like... Time for adventures, city builders, tycoons, managers, puzzles, and all that. What? Don't look at me like that. It's a chess game. What? It's been released. Okay. You know Zup? If yes, then the only difference in the gameplay is blue ball instead of blue block. If you don't know Zup, then it's a simple physics-based game where red blocks explode, yellow blocks fall, purples are solid, greens are moving. And what you have to do is to move the blue ball on the green platform without touching it. How much you are willing to pay for 3 hours of very well done point-and-click adventure full of English, as in United Kingdom, humor? Now, let me put it this way. Are you willing to pay 17 euro, which is around $19 US, for 3 hours of a very well done point-and-click adventure full of English, as in UK humor? 15 quid? Are you mad, mate? I can only see Canadians buying the game for this price. Ha ha ha. That was my anti-English joke. Not funny, but true. There's not much to say about Attempt 42. We pretty much get what we see. It's a puzzle platformer where we shift levels layout, kinda like Rubik's Cube, and we try to get to the exit as fast as possible. What you do when you see a game for the first time? You look at it, right? Pocket Kingdom, even though it's pixelated, looks really good. At first sight, it reminds me of Dangerous, but never mind. For people who are young and want to feel what was like to play games on computers like Amiga, this game lets you know how it was. Sniff, sniff. Pocket Kingdom is an adventure puzzle-solving game with incredible music. What else is in my pocket for you today? So funny. Pocket Space Empire is a large, complex, but not complicated empire manager. In the game we are emperors, aspiring to be galaxy emperors, so we compete with other emperors in the galaxy. There's no micromanagement here, we don't have to worry about every single building on every single planet. We just give orders and people have to make it happen. Pocket Space Empire is not a RTS either. We are not worried about every single ship. We order fleets to attack, we speak with generals and members of Imperial Court on audiences. On the other side, it's not like we sit and sip mojito. There's lots of things to do and take care of. So you're left in a technical room with a panel and screen in front of you, and some guy says that he needs to bathroom, and he tells you,
Don't touch anything.
But he forgets to say please. So you just stand there and don't touch anything. How simple is that? Do not touch. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Now all the interesting stuff will happen. In the bumps section I usually show big productions and continuations of famous games and things worth of special highlight. Triennale game collection is not really a game. It's a virtual exhibition of video games. Of course we can play it, but it's more like we are entering virtual interactive art show. Often I get this feeling that people don't really understand how much of virtuosity is in games, how much of artistic designs and concepts stand behind the final product, so we can grab a controller and do some, pew pew for fun. The same is with Triennale game collection. It's free to play, you can download it and you can try to see what's behind it all. I feel like I don't make any sense, so let's move to the dessert. I cannot say what this game is about because the title says it all. Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun is a stealth tactical game set in ancient Japan. Okay, let me put it this way. Anyone remember Commandos series? The same mechanics is used in Shadow Tactics, and it's awesome. We have 5 characters of different roles and skills to play, great looking visuals, large maps, challenging tasks, and countless ways of completing them. Before we say goodbye for this week, if they keep making more and more ridiculous managers, I want to ask, will there ever be ping pong manager or heavy lifting manager? Huh? And why showing people bugs in full release trailers? Maybe to warn them. Oh, and in case you think no marble game was released this week. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in another weekly gaming traffic, because there will be one, whether you like it or not. Bye!